Hey, just home from a heavy glutes and hamstring session. But I'm thinking of tomorrow I'm going to do a full day of eating. I just basically need something to keep me in line. So it's Friday tomorrow. I don't want to have that Friday feeling and eat a load of rubbish. So I just thought if I record everything I eat, I'll be more accountable. You know, doing a perfect Iifym day has to be planned in advance. So I'm just going to plan tomorrow's food, trying to figure out what we've got in the house, and I think I'm actually going out for food as well. So just gotta fit it all in and see what I can have. Gotta remember to take turkey burgers out of the freezer. I always have a good stash here. Morning, 6:20 a.m. on Friday. I'm just going to start with some coffee. Just going to the gym with my brother. Say hi, Keen. So I don't normally eat before cardio. It's not that I'm trying to do fasted cardio, it's just I'd rather keep my calories for later in the day and I'm not hungry yet. So coffee and some BCAAs, I'll show you. I can't find my BCAAs, so I'm going to use these. They're just little tablets. They look like a Barocca, but you add them to your drink and they're electrolytes. So they taste nice. So maybe I'm going to use them. And we're done. So now I'm just making my protein and oats. I have 40 grams of oats and 20 grams of chocolate orange protein powder. So I'm just going to add boiling water to that and eat it. These are jumbo oats, so I'm going to give them a minute or two to kind of soak up the water and hopefully get a little softer. Smells good though. I just have to go to a meeting in the gym. I'm not training people till later, but this is just like a team meeting. So before I go, I'm just going to have a quick turkey burger and I'm just going to have it on the Flipster. So the turkey burgers I took out last night were the BK Flamers from Kerrigan's. I'll leave the link there. They deliver all over Ireland, so it might be worth having a look. So 25 grams of protein, less than 2 grams of fat and 0 carbs. So they're so handy and so easy to cook. Just throw it on like that. So with that I'm going to have Skipster. They're only 102 calories and it's basically a little mini burger bun. 18 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein and I think less than 1 gram of fat. Yeah, 0.8. So they're handy. I normally have sweet potato, but I haven't got time to make it. And I'm just going to put some Frank's hot sauce on for flavour. I know, no greens, I know. I'm gonna have a supplement later, I swear. I don't have any lettuce or anything to go in it. I'm not that prepared. Right, so I'll be out and about for the next couple hours. Places to go, people speaking, I'll take this with me. It's a protein bar from Nutrimino, crispy chocolate brownie. It's very much a treat, but I love them. I'll put the macros on the screen. But yeah, no, like you have to make sure these things fit your macros. You can't just be eating these willy-nilly. I'm just coming to my friend's house. We were supposed to go out for lunch and we were going to go to Nando's and I had it all planned what I was going to have exactly, which is handy because they're on all the nutritional information on the fitness app. But we're going to go to her house now, so I think she's just making something healthy anyway. I'll just going to have to eat it, estimate it, and then figure out afterwards how I will adjust what I'm going to have the rest of the day to make sure it still kind of hit my macros. Well, this is great. Amy did very well. Nice and clean. Thanks, Amy. Okay, so lovely lunch in Amy's. I went over on my fat a good bit, I'd say. It's fine, I'm not too worried. I put an estimation into my fitness pal. And I'm just gonna try and keep fats down for the rest of the day, protein and carbs up, and just once I kind of keep calories under control, I don't worry too much. So for dinner, I'm going to, well, dinner, I don't know what time of day it is. It's like 4 o'clock. My pre-training meal. I'm gonna have strong roots, 100 grams. These are just kind of pre-made sweet potato fries. I prefer to make them myself, but these are just handy. And a turkey burger. Throw that in the oven, 20 minutes. I had every intention of having a salad with this, but I don't have any greens. I'm just gonna take my supplement now, just to make sure I hit those macros. So I haven't actually taken them like this before. I normally mix them into a smoothie, but I haven't really fitted into my macros today. So I'm just gonna put a spoon of each into a glass of water and knock it back and see how it goes. Actually tastes great. My favourite meal, so simple. I know it needs greens, not very aesthetic, but it tastes unreal. This is the part I really struggle with now. When you're finished eating, good meal, full, satisfied, but I always need something sweet or not even savoury. I just always feel like I need something. I'm trying to have water and chewing gum to try and, I don't know. It's like it's not hunger, it's just habit. And tell me what's in it, because I had some.
No.
It was chocolate and peanut.
Turkey burgers.
Okay, that might have been the worst day to do a day of eating. I was all on track, and then I went and trained, and then there was talk of Nando's, and I was like, yeah, okay, I could probably fit that in. And then I kind of tracked what I was going to have. I hadn't even hit 2,000 calories, so that wasn't too bad. And then we got a McFlurry. So I'm probably about 300 or 400 calories over where I should be. But basically, this is not how you plan in advance and track your macros. So maybe we'll just draw a line under it, start again tomorrow. I better just plan tomorrow's food, although it's Saturday, which is even harder. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Okay, all is not lost. I just calculated that I had about 2,400 worth of calories today, and according to the health app, my resting energy today was 1,660 calories, and my active energy was 740, which gives us a grand total of 2,400. So, I mean, it's all very approximate, but you know, I basically just wasn't in a deficit today. It was kind of maintenance level, which is okay. I'll cope. I just have to be in a deficit now until Thursday, and then America, and I get that again. Anyway, fresh start tomorrow. Oh, nothing lost, nothing gained. It happens. Morning. So, if it fits your macros, attempt 2. I'm gonna have, at the moment I just have coffee. I am going to do some cardio for my first client, and then I'm gonna have a break. So I'm gonna go down, there's a cafe below Evolution in Cassini called Cafe 11, yeah, just 11. But they're really good at doing requests, so I can ask for scrambled egg with like 1 egg, 3 egg whites, 1 slice of bread, no butter. They'll do that, no problem. So that's what I'm going to ask for. I'll probably won't get a chance to record it because it's a really busy cafe. I'll try to take a quick picture, and I'll put up the estimated macros. Main focus today is I'm having steak and sweet potato fries tonight. So I'm gonna like put that in and then work out everything else around it, what else I'm gonna have today. So fingers crossed, fresh start today. Okay, so far so good today. It's only midday, but I'm on track. I had that meal in 11, and now I'm gonna have turkey burgers. No, sorry, there's no turkey burgers in the freezer. So I'm gonna have turkey sausages, turkey bacon and 2 slimsters. I'm gonna toast the slimsters. I'm not sure if it's wise with seeds, but a little bit too much. Now I'm just going to bit of the obvious. Two breakfast baps. Afternoon. I'm just going to train legs now. So I'm just going to have a protein bar. These are fulfill ones, tasty macros. Then hopefully have my dinner then when I come back. Dinner is probably at least an hour away, so I'm gonna have a quick pack of these. 86 calories, won't break the bank, wasn't part of the plan, but like I need extra calories before dinner. I'm starving. So I just thought I'd do a voiceover of this part because the kitchen was busy. My dad just came home from a couple of weeks of away with work. So I was in charge of the steaks, picked these up in Kerrigan's earlier today, and I just seasoned them with salt and pepper. Obviously I lashed a load of garlic on my steak, no one else wanted it. So I normally cook them in coconut oil, but somebody got to the pan before me and put rapeseed oil on it, not a big deal, just change what I've tracked. The strong roots are already in the oven and I'm just going to cook these at really high heat. So there they are, sizzling away. I love the way steak feels like a treat, but it can be good for you too. So I just put improper butter on it. That's an Irish brand that have 2 flavoured butter. Made it with the strong roots potato fries and then just a mixed salad. I put a bit of balsamic vinegar on the salad too. Not a single macro missed. That was so good. So Saturday night, this is the current situation. Sesame Street pyjamas, about to go have my last meal, and basically I'm just packing for Vegas, so I don't really mind too much about this being my Saturday night. It's all about those games. Sometimes it's worth it if you stand under the right light. Okay, so for dessert / the last meal of the day, I'm going to have a Beltsander brownie. That's named after the person who invented it. So you can use protein powder, any type. I'm using my orange chocolate one. I also use a vanilla one. I think I mentioned that before in another vlog. You're going to use cocoa powder, baking soda and a little bit of almond milk. Almond milk is handy for the macros, but you can use any milk if it fits your macros. We're going to use 30 grams of protein powder, 5 grams of cocoa powder, 2 grams of baking powder. We're going to mix the dry ingredients so that they're all evenly distributed. Then we're going to add the milk. And you just want to add enough milk so the texture is like this. Now this is the hard part. I have worked about 30 grams of Nutella into, well, exactly 30 grams of Nutella into my macros, and I have to try and just have 30 grams. Oh, it's fresh. So I'm just going to take a big blob of this, hopefully around 30 grams. I'm guessing it's about 30 grams. And I'm just going to plonk it in the middle of the mixture. 34 grams, not the worst. I'd say 35 once I take the spoon. I'm actually going to add some of this stuff as well. It's just a peanut butter powder. More for decoration than anything else. Okay, so this is the hard part, getting the timing right. I'm going to say about 50 seconds or less than a minute. It depends on the consistency and how much milk you put in. Say a prayer that it's going to come out looking good enough to go on Instagram. Okay, here we go. Just stick a knife around the edges. And then, oh, beautiful. Okay, that's the best consistency one I've made in a while. I also just have like a 100-gram pot of Greek yogurt from Glennisk. Put that on top. I'm gonna add some blueberries. And finally, so the final meal of the day. And that concludes a full day's eating on plan. Not like yesterday. That's if I can go to bed and clean up without digging into the hotel anymore. So apologies, I'm just recording this on the iPhone. The battery died in my camera. It's been through a lot of work the past 2 days. I hope you found it interesting and helpful, and obviously seeing that I can slip up to. But also I just want to say that all these macros are approximate. I'm not preparing for a competition or anything, so I don't count things to the gram precisely. I like to use them as guidelines and kind of have a rough guide of what I should and shouldn't be having in the day. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and like and comment and subscribe. Subscribing is important because then you get notifications when I put up a new video.